What's up, folks? Alright, we are back in the car. It's Saturday. I'm very tired. Didn't sleep well last night. It's been happening to me off and on since I was younger. Sometimes when I sleep, I have this thing happen to me called sleep paralysis. And it's basically where like half your brain wakes up, but the other half doesn't. So you know what's going on, but you can't move, you can't speak, and you just kind of lay there like a paralyzed hot dog. And it used to be scary when it would happen. And then, you know, if you read into like folklore stories and all that, because there was like a demon sitting on your chest and blah, 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 dumb stuff, dumb stuff, dumb stuff. But it used to freak me out just because, I mean, you wake up and you can't move and shit sucks. But that doesn't really freak me out anymore. I wake up and I'm just highly annoyed. And then I spend forever trying to wake myself up out of it, because there's different ways some people can wake themselves up and get out of it. For me, I basically have to breathe in like really, really deep, and then use like everything in me on my exhale to try to kick and move my legs. Sometimes that doesn't work immediately though. Sometimes you're just laying there like a stiff Oscar Mayer wiener for a long time, and yeah, you don't wake up. And I always feel like super tired whenever that happens. It's not a big deal though. My doctor knows about it though, so we're good. But I'm on the way back to Lincoln Hospital again. I gotta get a COVID test, another one, because on Wednesday the Portacath comes out, and I am super stoked. Apparently when you get the Portacath taken out, it's not like twilight sedation, which is what I had when I got the port put in. They said apparently they're just gonna dope me up on Dilaudid and Xanax. Two things that I absolutely despise, but also don't really want to get my chest carved open while I'm awake, so there's that. And port removal is a pretty simple procedure. There are things that can go wrong, just as with anything. You can adhere to the vessel of the wall. Vessel of the wall. Wall of the vessel. God, what is wrong with me? Damn you sleep paralysis demons. But yeah, adhere to the wall, the vessel, they could have to carve it out. Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, there's actually quite a few things that can go wrong with port removal. There could be a blood clot that it causes to throw, and then you know, I'm dead. So yeah, regardless, if I do happen to die, just know it was worth it, and I regret nothing. But, I have full faith in the radiologist, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. At least I hope. Knock on wood. And yeah, I don't know if that's real wood, but we're gonna knock on it anyways, just to see. But yeah, on the way back there to get another COVID test. Hope we get a coffee. I got a stream tonight and I am just exhausted. That was luck, cause so I usually always have my appointments scheduled around like 1-ish, something like that. Yeah, this one was for 12 and I showed up at 1. They still got me back though. I still got tested. So it's in a different town. It's not my main hospital, as you guys know, but it's in they're the same thing, like the same network and all that, like Atrium Health. That's what happens when you're a big money baller at the hospital, all right? They pull up your name, they're like, oh shit, let's get him back there. Let's get him back there. He's the MVP. I know. But yeah, as long as the COVID test is negative, then the port comes out on Wednesday. I'm really excited. I know I'm super tired right now, but I swear on the inside, I am very, very excited.
Several days later.
So I wanted to add like a little quick bit onto the end of this vlog. It's gonna be very short, very, very sweet, to the point. It was negative, and it is currently, as I am shooting this, 2:34 a.m. on Wednesday morning now. I gotta be at the hospital by 9 a.m. today for my port removal. It's a big day, so it'll be the last last bit of having this guy in me. I'm gonna take the camera with me tomorrow. Like, obviously probably not gonna be able to shoot a lot, but I'll try to take you guys through as much of it as I can. I don't know when I'll post it, because I'll be pretty loopy tomorrow. A lot of people ask me, like, I probably get this question so much, even like from people who don't have an illness, and then a lot of people with CF and other illnesses. They always ask me if I get nervous before a procedure, even if it's minor, because port removal is pretty minor. Now there can be major complications to go along with it. Like I said, if the lines adhere to the vessel wall, you know, if there's a blood clot, You know, there's always the possibility of something going wrong in anything medically, especially when you're dealing with, you know, anesthesia and stuff like that, because I still don't exactly know what they're gonna give me. But yeah, people ask me, and I think people are usually kind of taken aback whenever I tell them that, yeah, I'm fucking terrified, that I'm always nervous before some shit. And so I think that whenever you have an illness, and especially a chronic illness that you've had all of your life, I think people almost in a way just expect you to be used to it. You know, it's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, they have this, you know, they have this condition, they're fine. And while, yes, like, I keep a level head, you guys know, I have horrible anxiety, and so my brain, while I always hope for the best in any situation, I prepare for the worst. That's just how I work, you know. But I get anxiety before, you know. I love flying. Like, I love flying in airplanes and traveling. The whole time I'm flying, whenever you hit the air pockets and the plane drops, dude, I'm like, we're gonna crash. This is going wrong. Why is this wing making this noise? You know, it's just my head. That's how it is. And so, am I scared? Am I nervous? Yes. But I feel like so many people think of fear, or they think of being nervous about something as these weak emotions, and they're not, because we're humans. And that whole, like, you're a cystic fibrosis warrior, or whatever illness you have, no, we're not. We're people. We are human beings. And, you know, yeah, we get scared. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you've had surgery, getting put to sleep is scary. You know, having someone cut you open and stick a finger inside you and pull something out, it's always freaky, man. Because, I mean, especially when you've been in kind of this world for as long as I've had, and you've seen the crazy left turns that can happen and things that can go wrong. You know, like I said, I'm not putting that out into the universe that anything's gonna go wrong, but, you know, always prepare. And so I did want to add, you know, I wanted to tell you guys that, you know, I have to be at the hospital at 9. Be checked in by 9:30. My procedure is supposed to start at 10:30 today. So if you happen to look and see that it's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, know that I'm probably laying on an operating table with some dude's finger inside of me. Wouldn't be the first time. But don't. I wanted to add this on here and just kind of let you guys know what's up. That yes, the port removal is happening. It's happening today, in a couple hours, which is crazy. And I'll obviously keep you guys posted. And if anything does, you know, God forbid, happen, someone will keep you posted on social media channels and all that kind of stuff. But I was just sitting here, kind of what I've talked about in these other vlogs, really kind of starting to process my emotions. And instead of thinking of an emotion that pops up in a negative sense, you really got to embrace it. You know, you have to, you just have to roll with it. You know, you try thinking, having emotions and having like a negative response to a natural human emotion is what, you know, what causes people to kind of bottle things up. And yeah, like, I'm very nervous. And I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it's scared. You know, I'm not terrified, because, you know, I've kind of done, you know, been around the world, as you would say, with this disease. But yeah, you know, anything could happen. And so I know a lot of people look up to me, and a lot of people always ask me for advice and all that. And I feel like some people weirdly think of, like, I get the messages and people think of me as some CF Superman or something like that. I'm not. The only reason I'm healthy as I am now is because my mom busted her ass for it, and I was super lucky. That's it. Because, you know, I've talked about it before, you can have two people born on the same day, same BMI, same gene type, same height, same weight, same everything. This person is healthy, this person is dying on the transplant list. And so, as much as taking care of myself has played a big part, another part is just luck of the draw. And, you know, I know people will think of that as a different way. You know, I think of it as just fool's luck, basically. Some people look at it as, you know, you have a bigger purpose. Some people look at it in a religious way. And so there's no wrong way to look at a situation like that. But it got real crazy kind of after 5 Feet Apart and all that came out, to where people were just like, I don't know, they looked at me as like some, like, you know, this dude's like at the top of the mountain and all that. And I'm like, no, don't look. Like, if I can help someone and motivate someone and help them out, that's awesome. But I don't want them to try to model themselves after me because they think I'm some superhero that doesn't get scared, that I'm just like, oh, I just do these things and all that. Yeah, I used to try to do that for a long time. I used to try to put on the face and be like, oh, I'm fine, you know, around my mom, around people before procedures and all that. But inside, I was fucking terrified. And even now, like, I know as soon as I get in there and they're starting to prep me, and all that, I know I'm gonna get the shakes, and my nerves are gonna start acting up, because, you know, I think about a lot of things, you know, I'm just leaving. And again, like, port removal is minor, so no one take this as like being dramatic or anything like that, but I think of these things like, you know, when I leave in the morning, like, what if that's the last time I ever held Ember? You know, what if it's the last time, you know, I saw my brothers, or, you know, pet my cat, I saw my dad, well, you know, the last time I talked to my mom on the phone, if it's the last time I talked to her. Those things always go through your mind, and they will never not go through your mind. And I don't want anyone to ever feel ashamed about that. And even if it's something minor, I don't want anyone to ever feel like that they are like a pansy or not tough if they're freaked, if they get the nerves about it or something like that, because it's natural. And we live in this culture that I've talked about now, where people think what's on Instagram is real. People think what's on YouTube is real. Like, they have this false sense of reality and this false view that life is perfect for so many people, and it's not for anybody, man. We're all just human beings. We're all like just stuck here on a space rock trying to get by, you know? And so I wanted to update you guys and let you know that it's happening in just a few hours and getting my port removed. But also, I was really just sitting here thinking about that. And I just want anyone out there to know that it doesn't matter what you have, whether it's CF, anything at all. Like, if something terrifies you and scares you, like, obviously you don't want to let fear conquer you. You know, you don't want to like ball up and let it just destroy you. But these are natural emotions, you know. It's something you have to deal with. You know, we have bravery, and then we have fear. You can't have one without the other, you know. It's the yin and the yang to the world. So if there's anyone out there who, you know, you got the friends or the family who think that, oh, they've dealt with this illness for forever, like they'll be fine, like toughen up and all that, dude, fuck them, all right, fuck them. Because no, it's not like that. I've been doing this 30 years. I've coughed up, you know, I've had minor procedures. I've coughed up so much blood I almost drowned in it, you know. And I always get nervous. I always will get nervous. Just like I'll always get nervous on a roller coaster. I'll always get nervous on a plane, you know. It's just part of life. And too many people don't want to talk about things that make them uncomfortable, or feelings that other people may perceive as weak. And you can't look at it like that, you know. We're all just people here. So if there's anyone out there who you deal with anything, and maybe it freaks you out, and other people try to tell you, oh, deal with it. Like, yeah, maybe one day you'll get over it and you'll be good. But it's okay to have those emotions and process those emotions and feel those emotions. Don't feel like you have to push them away, because pushing any emotion away, pushing any feeling away into that dark part of you, no matter what it is going to cause problems, and it's gonna come back, and it's gonna come back worse. To cover one thing, a couple people have asked me why I wouldn't keep my port just in case, you know, just what if something happens? What if Trikafta stops working? What if you get sick really bad again and you need it and all that? And that goes, you know, to the, I just pulled this SIM card out and I was about to edit it, but it popped in my head and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna cover that. Yeah, I just don't, talking back to the thing of fear, yes, I embrace fear, I embrace anxiety, and that's where I was talking about you can't let it rule you and you can't let it define you. Yeah, like, I keep the port in, but I can't get it flushed currently because my doctor doesn't want me to flush it at home. Can't go to the hospital to get it flushed right now because of COVID and stuff going around. And I've never lived my life based on what if, and I never will. So while I've taken care of myself, and, you know, I'm talking about, you know, being okay with being afraid and all that, at the same time, I will never live my life and let fear control me to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna keep this in because what if, you know, what if? Nah. My friends who have passed away and didn't get to see this drug, nah, they would have been the same way. They'd be like, nah, get this out of me. Like, I'm gonna live my life and do everything I thought I couldn't do before. Free of the tethers, free of every tether that I could possibly shed of CF. This is another one of them. And so while I appreciate you guys' concern, and I understand where you're coming from about why I wouldn't keep it, it's just not worth it. And like I said, I'm not gonna just sit around and live in fear of what if. You know, maybe the day comes where Trikafta doesn't work. Maybe I get really bad again. And if that day comes, I can always get another one. I can cross that bridge when I get there. I mean, both of my arms probably got 50 plus PICC lines in each of them before my veins gave out. So my veins and my vessels, they're pretty good. I don't think one port's gonna knock me in. But you know, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. That's how I always am. That's how I'm always gonna live. I'm never gonna be like, oh, I can't do this because, you know, I'm scared or whatever. No, you just gotta go. You gotta embrace it. You gotta feel it all. But then you also just gotta be like, you know what? Screw that. Let's go for it. So yeah, just covering that, because I know quite a few people asked me why I wouldn't keep it in, just for safety reasons and for the what ifs, and just can't live my life on what ifs, guys. Never could, never will be able to. I don't want to get on a long rant, because you guys know I can talk a lot, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be going in today, getting my port removed, and just filling you guys in. I'm actually gonna take this SIM card out right now, edit it, and throw it up so you guys can have it, have this going, and then I'm going to charge all my batteries so I can take all this with me in the morning. And yeah, fingers crossed that everything is gonna go good. So, you know, send me your good juju, your prayers, your Hail Marys, you know, smoke signals, do your little, the sage smudging thing. I don't know if that actually counts for this. Isn't that to like cleanse? I think I'm wrong. But yeah, whatever you want to do. I don't, anything that people say, like, I never want anyone who ever says that they pray for me because I'm not religious, to think that I'm gonna be offended or bad. The fact that you are taking time out of your day to send positive energy to me, doesn't matter how it happens, you know? And you know, I could get into a whole other conversation on that. We won't do that today though. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off here now. Appreciate all of you guys and gals and everybody for following me for so long and always sticking around and all that. If they dope me up enough, maybe I'll get some hilarious footage, just record myself just talking craziness, you know? You never know. There won't be nobody can come in with me. My dad's taking me, and he's gonna be waiting in the parking lot, but because of COVID and all that, nobody can come in. He's the emergency contact though, so if anything happens, they will let him know, let my mom know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just remember, any feeling you have is not invalid at all. Don't ever let anyone tell you that. Don't ever let anyone make you feel like that. You know, don't ever feel like you have to act like Superman or Superwoman, or, you know, be this big badass whenever you're inside. You can literally feel your inside shaking. Because I know a lot of you, just talking about that, if you have really bad anxiety and you've really been scared before, and that when your insides start to shake, not just your body on the outwards, you can feel your inside shaking, man, that's that, you know, it's real fear. And I always thought of it as a weak thing for the longest time, that, you know, I've dealt with this. You know, I gotta be the cystic fibrosis badass. Which, you know, I still think that those shirts are great and that slogan's funny. Like, I mean, it's catchy. But nah, I'm not. And I never want anyone to think I am. I'm just me. I'm just Morgan, cystic one, whatever you want to call me. Just the dude on YouTube, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here, edit this really quick, and throw it up for you guys. Yeah, send me all your good juju, all the positive vibes. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all those things, because I will most likely update you all there, just letting you know how everything went. I think from what they told me, they'll be giving me like different painkillers and anti-anxiety meds to do it. I won't be actually getting under full sedation, so I'm most likely gonna be knocked out most of the day tomorrow. Because me and pain meds don't mix, and then I end up sleeping for an eternity, like Sleeping Beauty. So yeah, that's what's going on, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, if you want to, you can always go back and watch the video where I got the port put in, which was only like, not even 2 years. Crazy how medical technology and science has evolved so quickly. Like, kind of wish someone from Vertex would have been like, hey man, like, something big's coming out, you might not want to get that yet. Just hold off. Just hold off a little bit. It's alright, Vertex, I forgive you, because you fixed me, so appreciate y'all. But yeah, I love all of you guys. Y'all have a good day, week, all that good stuff. I'll be posting another one of these with post-port removal updates, you know, scenes from the hospital, all that good stuff. You know what to expect. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys then. Love you all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all the best. Mean it, always. I'm out of here. Later.